Good morning. We're ready to begin this meeting. So, good morning and welcome to the Licensing Subcommittee Review Hearing. Present, we have myself, Councillor Mike Bland, Chair of the panel, along with Councillors Lee Castle and Andrew Harvey, and Councillor Naomi Smith, who is today's reserve member. Also in attendance are our Licensing Officer, Anton Walden, Legal Advisor Peter Key, and our Democratic Services Officer Andrea James. So just some housekeeping. There is no fire alarm planned for this morning. Should the alarm sound, please leave via the nearest available emergency exit, which I should suggest are the double doors right at the back. For guidance on making your own recordings, please see the notices in the agenda for this meeting. I have to remind everyone that this meeting is being filmed and made available to view in both live and archive form via the Council's website. If you are seated in the public gallery, it is possible that the cameras may capture your image. If you wish to avoid being filmed, it is recommended you make a member of staff aware and they will direct you where to sit. The meeting is also being minuted. So we'll go to the agenda. First off, apologies for absence. Andrea, are there any apologies?
No apologies, Chair.
Secondly, substitute councillors. Are there any substitute councillors?
No substitutes, Chair.
Thirdly, declaration of interests. Have any declarations been received in advance, Andrea?
No, none in advance, Chair.
Are there any further declarations? No further declarations. Okay, we proceed to item 4, which is minutes, and this is to confirm the minutes of previous meetings by general assent. One set is from November 2023, as they were overlooked for approval when our systems were down. We can receive these if all are in agreement, even if most were not there. Do we accept these, the minutes of previous meetings? Yes, we do. Thank you. Okay, the order of business is on page 12 of the agenda. And that will be followed for this hearing. I'm going to confirm that in addition to the panel and Canterbury City Council staff, the following people only are entitled to speak at this hearing. The review applicant, James Widdott of Kent County Council Trading Standards. A representative or witnesses of the review applicant, none have been registered. But Mr. Widdott is present. The premises licence holder, Murat Büyükej, I believe that's pronounced. Representative or witnesses of the premises licence holder, none have been registered. Those who have made a valid written representation or are representing such a person, and we have PC Danny Rolfe, PCPA Police Alcohol Licensing Officer, and Diane Attenborough, Locality Services Officer from Canterbury City Council, though she is not present. Under the Licensing Act 2003, each hearing before the subcommittee must be treated on its own merits. So we will proceed to the item on our agenda, which is a review of a premises licence in accordance with Section 51 of the Licensing Act 2003 of Herne Bay Food Centre, 12 The High Street, Herne Bay, CT6 5LH. The introductory report and appendices A and B are open to the public. However, the bulk of the evidence submitted is contained within Appendix C, which is confidential, as the information relates to the prevention, investigation, or prosecution of crime. So it is considered exempt information under Part 7 of Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972. We will consider this matter and we'll commence following item 8, which is an exclusion of the press and public. However, I am going to ask our licensing officer, Anton Walden, to introduce his report, which is a matter of public record.
Good morning, Chair. As you've stated, this is an application for a review of the premises licence in respect of Herne Bay Food Centre in accordance with Section 51 of the Licensing Act 2003. The report is as per the published report, and that has been circulated and published in accordance with statute and the Council's constitution. You've already mentioned Part C. The licensing authority has not received any representations from the licence holder. However, at the visit this morning, the person present, Mr. Suleiman Koya, was present, and he rang the licence holder, and I spoke to him about the application. As far as I could be, I was satisfied it was the premises licence holder, because on the manager's telephone, it was that name that came up on the phone screen. We were advised that the licence holder was in Turkey. I explained the proceedings to him, and he confirmed that he was not represented or able to attend this morning. I do not think he was aware, but notification of the hearing has been sent to the registered address on the premises licence, and that licence was inspected at the venue and was the same one as on the council's records. Also, the licence holder would or should be aware of the hearing and the proceedings, because a blue notice went up in the window for a period of 28 days, and then there was a further 28 days to fix the hearing. When the blue notice was put up, as per the licensing enforcement's email, it was put up in person and the proceedings explained. And I sent notice of the hearing and the things that a premises licence holder would need to consider doing in preparation by email at the end of the 28-day notification period. I don't know if you have any questions about the published report at this stage, sir.
I don't have any further questions about that. Does anybody? Right, nobody else has any further questions about that. Thank you very much, Mr. Walden. So we will at this point just indicate if there's any other urgent business at this point, and there is no other urgent business. So I'm going to move on to item 8, which is exclusion of the press and public. So I'm going to propose that under section 100A(4) of the Local Government Act 1972, the press and public be excluded from the meeting during our consideration of the following items of business on the grounds that there would be disclosure of exempt information as defined in Part 7 of Schedule 12A of the Act, or the Freedom of Information Act, or both. Do I have a seconder? Yes, I have a seconder. And can we confirm by general assent? We confirm by general assent that the press and public are excluded. So I'm going to ask the press and public to now leave.